Oh, there we go. You thought it was live. It's not quite live, but I have just noticed that the Luderitz Speed Challenge is kicking off right now. Yes, it is. There's some live scores coming through. And I just thought I'd go online because I've had some WhatsApps from the guys over there. So I've got a bit of information. We've got the live scores coming through. There's some pretty interesting scores coming through. Or should I say scores, speeds coming through. So yeah, this is what this is. If you are hoping to find live action, I'm sorry, but I do have the trusted WhatsApp group, which I'm getting videos and little interviews sent through, hopefully. So what's the scene? What's going on? Well, Bjorn Dunkerbeck at the moment, top of the leaderboard, 47.57. Antoine Albeau, 47.3, best speed so far. Simon Petter from the UK, not too far behind, 46.89. Then we've got Brendan Lorho, young French guy. But look at this. Jenna Gibson from the UK trying to steal that world record. Yes, from Zara Davis, the other Brit. So British Championship and world record. Oh, sorry, Heidi's got the world record now. What am I on about? We need to check that. I need to check it. But 46.17 is quick. So Jenna Gibson trying to get the British record off Zara Davis and obviously the world record from Heidi Ulrich. We're going to check out those scores. Obviously, Gunnar Asmussen's there. I'm not sure, but I thought what I'll do is I'll go live now because tomorrow is meant to be super windy. So I just thought I'd check it out, let you guys know at home that we're going to do this sort of thing. If it is interesting, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your comments. I know you're probably going to be looking for live action, but the way the internet is over there, it isn't good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the WhatsApp stuff that I've been sent. It is not planned at all, so it will be pretty basic. But I also know that there's a lot of people out there interested in watching the live speeds coming through. And I was kind of doing it anyway. So, yeah, interesting. It has the speeds increased. Well, Brendan Lowe just at 7 minutes past 1, which was about 10 minutes ago, put down a 46.83. He's one of the lighter riders out there. So there is obviously some good runs to be had at the moment. Like I said, not seeing any comments coming through. Maybe my comments aren't working. Who knows? If there are anybody out there wants to leave us a comment, let me know what you're interested in doing. Like I said, I am going to go through the WhatsApp scores now. I just need to make sure how we do this because it's not so easy. I've had Simon Pettifer, obviously one of the Brits over there, Jenna Gibson. He's been sending me a few videos. We've obviously got Brendan's dad as well, which is Francois. He's been sending us some pretty cool stuff as well, some sort of behind the scenes style stuff. Some of this I've not actually even watched, so could be pretty random. I just need to work out. I think I've got to save it onto my laptop first. So I am just running this as we as. I know you'd be a few of you thinking, oh my God, this is terrible. Don't watch it. This is really for the sort of hardcore fans who might be tuning in to see these speeds coming through. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is, but apparently I can't just play them straight off WhatsApp. So I have to download the videos first. So I apologize for that. But it's interesting. Like I said, tomorrow seems to be the windy day. There we go. We got James Crocker tuning in. There we go. There's a few people tuning in. What have we got? We got Ernst tuning in. Says, are we going to get some footage as well? Well, this is going to be dependent on me trying to get communication over there and someone having a free hand to send me on the WhatsApp group. So I am going to try my best. This won't be seamless. there is little chance of seamless, but I'm going to get at least some sort of videos. So bear with me. Like I said, if you're doing nothing and this is on the background, so be it. That's fine. I can't talk and type. I'm not even close to being able to talk and type. The problem is, I know what it's like on the channel. It's very, very difficult to get a signal. It really is. It's almost impossible, which is why you're not obviously not seeing much stuff from over there. So like I said, I thought I'd just go live now. We'll keep the speeds up. Maybe it's a good sort of, you know, base camp to keep people's stuff. If any of you guys are hearing anything, feel free to fire it through on the comments. I've got a few people over there on WhatsApp. Obviously, a few of them are sailing, so we're going to try and do it that way. But yeah, like I said, we're doing our best here. Chris is tuning in. That's good. We got PK Holland over there. We got Share Waves tuning in. So at least there's a few of you tuning in. At least I'm not on my own. I did think, well, this could go totally wrong, but no, it looks like we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. The problem is, like I said, it's doing talking and finding out, but we're going to have probably quite a bit of not a lot happening with maybe some scores coming through. We need to have a look at those, you know, the records, what could fall. I would say Jenna Gibson has probably got the best chance. We know how fast she is. We've seen her in the slalom. She's not done much speed before, but really interesting to see if she can adapt to the channel, if she can get to equipment, you know, how easy she will settle in. She's had some warm-up days, which is always good. And now they're getting towards where they should see some pretty decent stuff coming through. So, yes, let's... Sorry about this. As I'm trying to there we go. That's the scores coming through. Apologies. Okay. Like I said, I'm not very good at so Jenna Gibson, yeah, 46. I don't know. Do I have to keep refreshing the Luderitz site? I don't think I do. I think it should just. There we go. We'll have a little refresh. Oh, there we go. No, we have had a few changes. Jenna Gibson, Gunnar Asmussen speed up. So there is more wind coming through. Dunkerbeck still leading the way. Could Albeau get that record? That's another interesting one. Okay, I will be going through those comments very soon. I'm just adjusting a few things. Okay. Right, let's have a look. I did hear my WhatsApp going. Oh, we have got some videos here. So we've got some videos straight from the channel. Let's, sorry, I'm gonna have to just download them first, but we will be getting, we'll be getting updates. So that's pretty cool. So it's better than nothing. So it is better than nothing. That's the thing. It's not going to be ideal, but it is better than nothing. Video file. Let's see. I have no clue what is coming up here. Okay, let's try.
Good, I've had a few runs so far. My second run this morning was actually really fast. I got 46,500. But then after that, they've all gone like, they're all 5 knots slower. So just for that short amount of time, there was a really good gust. We're just waiting for it to come back now, and hopefully this afternoon we'll have another successful few runs. Well done. Thank you.
Ooh, so that's interesting, because when I was in Luderitz, exactly what happens. You get this kind of morning wind, then it kind of lulls down a bit, and then it comes through, and it should come through usually 2, 3 o'clock, sometimes a little bit later, but in that sort of stretch, you usually get a pump, which is what we're sort of getting towards now. So that's interesting. So it's Jenna Gibson there. Let's have a look what else we have got. Like I said, this will not be seamless. Far from it, but we're going to get something.
Dennis, Simon, what's happening?
Yeah, just second run, PB. What I do? 500 metres in 46.89.
Well, and this is what we're going to get. So, like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but we are going to be trying to get updates like this, which I think is as good as we can get right now. But there is more coming through. So I'm going to keep downloading them, keep playing them. Yeah, that's what we've got. Not seamless. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Who's this?
Guys, what's up? As you can see, the channel is just behind. We since already a few hours, couple of hours, we are doing some runs, and I think Bjorn did the best, like 47, and I'm just behind with 47 something as well. I don't remember, but we are waiting that the wind kicks in to go on the small sails and go over the 50. So now I'm on 57. And then the board, I'm on the production JP40, and best run is 47, and the average is 45, 46. So let's see how it goes today.
Okay, so not bad. I think this is going to work. So yeah, so if you are just tuning in, you're not going to see. Well, actually WhatsApp is doing a good job here. We got Francois, which is Brendan Lorho's dad over there, and he's going to keep me in touch with what is going on. So at the moment, it sounds like they've had this morning wind. Bjorn Dunkerbeck's has been the fastest so far. Obviously, Antoine Albeau's over there, said he's on 5.7, I think he said, didn't he? So also interesting to hear what gear they're on. That is how the rankings is looking at the moment. Jenna Gibson getting 46. We just heard from Simon Pettifer, 46.89, which is a personal best for him. And it's not cranking yet. Antoine Albeau holds the world record. He's only done 47. So I think this bodes really well when you've got Jenna Gibson only a knot and a bit behind some of the big boys. Really interesting. Could she do it? Wow. That would be, going from no speed sailing whatsoever to maybe doing it. But there's a big difference between going fast when it's, relatively windy to when it's really absolutely cranking. I will be going through the comments. Like I said, if you have just tuned in, this is just like a watch along. We've got the speeds up and we are getting WhatsApp messages from over there. And I can't type and talk at the same time. Everyone who's watching me will know. I'm going to send yeah. Right. So let's have a look at the comments. Who's tuning in? Let's have a look what we've got. We've got nothing on socials from Heidi. Does anyone know if she's there? As far as I know, she's not there. Not seen on the list. And that's the thing. Is Heidi sitting at home now, nervous? Jenna Gibson's there. She's never done any speed before. But again, I keep saying we've seen her in the slalom. She's one of the quickest. Speed is different, but she's already put in a 46 and she's only a knot behind the big guys. To me, that is, if I'm Heidi, I'm a bit worried. I'm nervous because it's a big deal, but it's also exciting because if Jenna Gibson did go faster, then this whole new speed, that it gets more interesting, doesn't it? When someone starts breaking the records, if Albeau or someone goes faster than Albeau this year, it gets exciting. Vincent Wagner, he's not there. Gunnar Asmussen, we can see is, but yeah, it's interesting. Sorry, what am I clicking on here? We've got Richard said, shame about the local internet connection. Yeah, live stream and commentary would be great. Well, we're going to do what we can do. We're going to do what we can do. So it won't be great, but we will be getting stuff. And again, I thought I'd just do it now because tomorrow looks even better. And I think that could be the big day. So I thought we'd just go live now. We just wing it. We'll see how it works. If you guys are interested at home, then I can do it. And like I said, I know a lot of you will be watching those live speeds coming through. So, you know, why don't we just put it there? Jenna Gibson just put in a 45. Albeau just put in a 48. So, yeah, there is that. We're going to get that afternoon wind. Will we see a record today? Let me know in the comments below, what is the records we're looking at? Jenna Gibson. We need to check Heidi's world record. By the looks of it, 47, pretty much dead. Is that what Morton said? Heidi's record is 47.06. So Jenna is already super close. Exactly. She is. And we've not seen big speeds from the top guys. Whoa, this could be an exciting, yeah, it could be exciting. This could be very exciting. We got Paul saying, morning, Ben from Penzance in Cornwall. Good stuff. Well done. How many people are entered this year? Not as many from what I've seen. And that's good for the guys that are there. They get more chances, more runs. You know, you can get to time. It's a bit more relaxed. But I know from when it's really crazy down there, the numbers doesn't really matter because, you know, it's scary. The wind is scary. So it's actually when it's on that, you know, nice wind where people are doing fast, but they're not breaking the world records. That's when it's kind of fun, which is probably now. You know, Jenna and Sai, it's their first time there, and Brendan as well. You know, probably really enjoying this. But this is quick. Brendan's just on 46.83. That's quick. They don't slow that. You know, if you're doing 47s, 48s, you can be peaking 50. If you're, I think mine was like a 48 run or something like that, and I peaked 50. So gives you a bit of an idea. If you're smaller, lighter, your peaks are higher than the average score. If you're heavier, usually your peaks are a lot lower, but it's averages over the run. But yeah, be interested to see who can take the big record. Matt Hanson, so the Zephyr project is dead. AA back on normal gear again in the channel. You know, you can't go on anything else. But I'm sure, you know, as you're getting older, you're thinking, well, how many years have I got left to carry on and maybe push that record up? And I think he fancies his chances. Still fit and healthy. Yeah. What have we got? Thanks for this. Better than updating the screen every 5 minutes. Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was doing. So I thought, well, why not? Let's go and talk to some people. If anyone is watching, wants to come on, I can send you the link. I can add you in. You can, we can have a bit of a chat. Jenna, yeah, Jenna, 46 already. I mean, this is good. Sarah Jackson tuning in. Let's go, Jen. Sai, yeah, this is it. We got to Henrik. Why not use Starlink? Again, I'm not over there. It's not my media deal. So I'm just looking at what we've got and I'm doing this. If they provide something better, it'll make my job easier and I can just sit at home and watch it. So this is just me just thinking, well, I'm watching it anyway. I may as well watch it with you guys and try and, like I said, bring you some of this WhatsApp messages. I have got other messages, but they're not all from right now. So let's have a look what else I've got in the bag, see if I can entertain you guys. There was a little interview with Sai. Obviously, I'm talking to him at the moment from this morning. So let's have a look at that. What did he? I think that's a video I've got here. Yeah, this was from this morning.
What have you learnt so far on the light wind days that you can use now that the wind's picking up?
I guess the main thing's been practicing the start. Yeah, the jump start's pretty crucial, trying to get going before you get to the corner. Then after that, I guess it's the corner and what angles to take the corner at, because so you go around the corner too tight, you don't want to do your slingshot too rapid, I don't think. Yeah, but it's going to be different on the windy days. So far it's been really, really light. It's been amazingly good fun, like going around the corner. I cannot explain the feeling, it's ridiculous. The acceleration is so fast. But yeah, I guess that's it. And also, actually, one more thing. You watch the videos and people like Farrell and well, everyone, they talk about the hole halfway down the course. Yeah, it's really, even on the light wind days, it's there. You've got like you've got to manage that hole. It's, if you're shooting in too hard, when you get to the hole, you overshoot, and that literally kills your run. Like, you've got to try and shoot out for the lull, sort of thing, to predict it. So yeah, those things are. And another thing, actually, the finish. The finish, when you get here, I was shocked at how short the finish was. Actually, it turns out the finish isn't too bad. If you crank the sail in and sort of lay it down, it's okay. But it at the end of the finish comes up real fast, let's just say. So those 3-4 things, yeah, so far that's what I've learned.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah,
What's up?
that is what is happening at Luderitz at the moment. This is the live scores right now. So this is exactly what's happening right now. Gunnar Asmussen just on a 47. Brendan again with another 46. So it's a windy day. It is a windy day. That is the overalls. And Antoine Albeau obviously going into the lead for the day. 48.73. Dunkerbeck with that early one of a 47.57. Then Gunnar Asmussen. They're the three big guns, really. Pettifer going well, though. 46.89, which is a personal best for him. Brendan Lorho, that will be a personal best for him as well. 46.83. And Jenna Gibson, obviously a personal best for her. Already in the 46s. And the big boys are not touching 50 yet. That bodes really well for maybe a world title challenge and maybe the British record. Well, you know, the world title challenge, but the British record is there as well. Zara Davis holds the British record. She held the world record for a long time, but Heidi Ulrich has now taken that world record with I think someone said earlier, 47.06. So not too far away, just one knot. If those guys push into the 50s, you've got to think Jenna Gibson has a chance if she can handle it when it really counts. I am hearing beeping. Does that mean I've got some new WhatsApp messages? Yes, it does. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a little bit of a Brendan interview coming up at the moment. Let's have a look what he had to say. I mean, this is, I know you're probably, some of you are thinking, oh my God, what is going on here? But this is the best we can do right now.
Hey, so right now, just a small update. Today, speeds have been going quite good. Really happy with my speed. I managed to do 46.83, so really happy with it. I think Albeau's having the quickest run right now, and it's the speeds are only going up from here. So hopefully the strong wind of today will kick in even more, and tomorrow looks full power.
Yeah, so there you go. Interesting. They say, like, you know, today it should kick in, and they're already doing good speeds, or, you know, better speeds than they have been since they've been there. And tomorrow looks the day. Let me know in the comments what you want me to ask my man on the ground, because Brendan's dad, that's Brendan, obviously, Francois over there. And I'm going to try and ask him for some certain specific stuff. At the moment, he's just sending through what he's got. So if you have any specific questions, I can do my best to try and to get it. Henrik saying, why do they not use Starlink over there? Again, I'm not part of that media stuff or what they're doing, so I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to ask the organizers that, but it could be, I'm not sure. Some places it works, you know, Namibia in the middle of, sometimes it doesn't work. You think it does, but I think there was a black hole bit there. I don't know if they've filled it in. Maybe they have by now. You would imagine so. What we got? We got Rune saying, what's the peak speeds? I think we've just covered that. Last 2 years, the angle was too broad for really high speeds. How is it this year? It'd be, yeah, we could ask to try and get a bit of idea of what they're thinking of the channel this year. James Crocker says, difficult to see the gust when there's no water at wind, I reckon. Exactly. That's actually a really good point, because when I was there, it is like that. You're blasting down. You can't see the gust coming. So it does sometimes come out of nowhere. It's kind of scary. That is definitely. We've got Enrique saying, I can't wait to come back next year. I'm biting my nails. Yeah, it's a hell of a place, this place. Hell of a place. I am hearing the WhatsApp is binging around. We do have another video coming up. Let's save this one. Just going to remove these ones from the studio. Right, let's see what else we have been sent now. Let's have a look. It's got Maui vibes.
Windsurfing.TV, good to see you here. We think she's just broken the women's world record. It's also 47.2, so factor it in, it's potentially we've got a women's new world record, potentially.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, there we go. We might have just seen it. Jenna Gibson might have just done it. Wow. It was worth tuning in. Obviously, we're not going to see it, but we're going to try and get those interviews. Jenna Gibson, 47.16. These are not official times. These are not official speeds, but I mean, the numbers don't lie. And there we go. Gunnar Asmussen, 51.78. The wind is picking up. Jenna Gibson could have just broke the women's world speed record, and it is only just heating up. Wow, how fast could she go? I think she's going to take me down at this rate. She's going to be wanting to peak over 50. She's going to want that women's record. It looks like she's got the British record. Obviously, these are not exact times. They can't do the exact times. They need to go back, check the video evidence, and confirm everything. So it won't be official, but that is massive news. Massive news. Well. Wow. Do you think she's broke it? Come on. I mean, you just look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. When you look at these numbers and you look how close she is to the guys, you're kind of thinking she's got a hell of a chance. She is so quick. I mean, she won the British Slalom Championships against everyone this year. I mean, that is no mean feat. We know how quick she is. She was saying, should I go? And I convinced her. I'm sure I definitely, well, I'm not saying I convinced her, but I was like, you've got to go. It's just worth doing. You don't get many opportunities. It's expensive, but that is the place. If you're going to do it, no point messing around. If you want a world, record, you've got to go to Luderitz. That is the place. And it looks like it's quick this year. It's the first sign they've had a proper wind. And tomorrow sounds like it's going to be crazy. Wow. James Crocker's on there. It looks like we've got a bit of support from the Brits. Just tuned in. What's happened so far? We might have a new women's world record. Jenna Gibson. Obviously, this is early days, but it looks like primal speed is 47.17, which would be a new women's record. So a lot of people happy. Looks like O'Sheen tuning in. What we got on here? Well, we got an essay here. Miriam Rasmussen says 1 month in the canal with only 1 day, you realistically can break some records. For the men, go Jenna. Providing tomorrow's forecast kicks in. Meanwhile, the guys peaks at 50 on the no wind days at Diaz. Here's a thought: why not arrange 2 events at the same time, the canal and the ocean? Yeah, I guess it's logistics. You've got all you need. I think they are going towards that in the end, by the looks of it. In contrast to last year's event, you could compete almost every day. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of talk about a Diaz Point now, which is not the channel. It's obviously, like you say, the open sea. There's definitely a lot of talk about that. And I think they are pretty much doing it pretty much. But what they want is that world outright speed record. And, the canal, it's all about the canal. That's for sure. What's the men's speed record at the moment? Off the top of my head, is it 43.26, 56? Someone tell me. I know someone out there will save me looking it up. Someone will know it off the top of their head. Is it 53.26, 56.27? Or am I way out? Maybe I'm 53.26. Okay, let me know in the comments what's the men's world speed record. Otherwise, I will look it up. But I'm sure one of you speed bots out there will know it. Let's have a look. There we go. I was not far off. 53.27. 53.27. Yeah, that looks right. That's what I remember, because I seem to remember Vincent Valkner's pretty much nailed it, but it was just tiniest bit below, which could have been a 53.26.8 or something crazy. It's so close. But yeah, could they break the record? I think it's quick. I'm looking at these speeds and they don't seem to think they've got a crazy day today. And we're already seeing some half decent speeds coming through. So I'm thinking this bodes really well. Maybe they've got the channel really banged in at the moment at 51.78 for Asmussen. So he is the quickest man on the channel at the moment. Jenna Gibson, potential world record just been broken. Potential. But yeah, tomorrow for the men, for sure, they need the crazy stuff. But this is a great warm-up day, getting everything tuned up, getting the gear kind of ready, getting yourself in the mode. You never know. Some of these forecasts don't always come through, and some of the days which are not forecast to be the super crazy windy days can sometimes be the best days. You don't know. No guarantees. Yeah, Heidi's record is a 47.06. And at the moment, Jenna Gibson provisionally has got a 47.17, which would be the world speed record. Pretty cool. Brendan apparently has just thrown down a better one, a 47.67. I don't think I have to refresh it, does I? I think it just, yeah, it does automatically update. I just wanted to check that. Yeah, so that is the wind is cranking up. This is going to be on. We're going to see some big speeds, no doubt about it. We are getting to that time of day. And that's kind of why I went in the live, because I know this time of day for the next hour or so is the sort of golden bit. And then it kind of runs off and gets a bit gusty towards the end. You can still get some good speeds, but it's not a guarantee. Here we go. A little bit of action from the start line coming up. Let's have a look what we're dealing with here. It's kind of exciting. It's like opening presents, these videos. It's pretty mad. I mean, it is a pretty mad place. The problem is, down the other end of the channel, you basically don't get any signal. That's the problem. You get it up by the start, you don't get it down the bottom end. That's a screenshot. We're pretty much doing, when you go past the start, which is about there, you should be doing, if it's a good run, you should be doing 50. If they're going to do good speeds, and then it backs off in the middle and then comes through right at the end like this big supercharge. If you don't get that supercharge at the end, it's kind of over. And the best runs, you get a little bit more pressure in the middle, makes a big difference. So yeah, will we see the men's record go? Will we? Anyone want to make any predictions? Yeah, sorry, I'm just, like I say, any questions? I've got Francois over there. He is providing the WhatsApp videos at the moment for the Luderitz Speed Challenge. Just to set the scene, if you're just tuning in, this is obviously not a very professional live stream. We've got Francois, Brendan's dad, over there WhatsApping us messages back from the beach. We've had a few interviews. We heard from Albeau before. And it sounds.
You can see the channel is just behind. Since already a few hours, couple of hours, we are doing some runs. And I think Bjorn did the best, like 47, and I'm just behind with 47 something as well. I don't remember, but we are waiting that the wind kicks in to go on the small sails and go over the 50. So now I'm on 57, and then the board I'm on the production JP40, and well, best run is 47, and the average is 45, 46. So let's see how it goes today.
So that's what we had earlier. That was from Albeau. It looks like, though, I heard just someone said someone's just gone a bit faster. Is that what I just heard? Albeau just gone over 50, I heard. Yeah, there we go. Little bit of an update. Albeau has gone over 50 knots at the moment. Goes Asmussen. Brendan Lorho is quicker than Bjorn Dunkerbeck at the moment. Wow. He'll be close. With that speed, he'll be close to peaking 50. Because he's a lightweight, I'd be very surprised. Maybe he needs to go a bit quicker, but he'll be close to 50. And that, you know, when you're not going for a world record, that is definitely on your bucket list. If you can peak 50 or over 50, obviously, very happy. We got Dunwin saying Francois, the legend for sure. Absolute legend. Like I said, these little videos just put it all together, gives you a little bit of atmosphere. We're going to get some interviews, but obviously people are running, you know, they're going round in loops because you never know when that gust, when that proper one is going to come. So, yeah, just flipping around. If you are just tuning in, provisionally, Jenna Gibson has broke the women's world speed record, but I have to say provisionally because it isn't official. They need to go back, check all the cameras, everything, and it can change quite a bit. I've been there in the past and it can change. So that's not official yet, but it is looking very good for Jenna Gibson. And I wouldn't put it past her is throwing down an even faster speed as this wind increases. So Jenna Gibson, I'm pretty sure she's got the British record because the British record's in the 46s. You'd expect her to have beaten that with a 47 provisional. What else have we got? The sand isn't flying yet. Yeah, Waggy over in Cape Town said the sand isn't flying yet. It's very true. You know, when it really turns on, that place, you can hardly stand. It's like absolutely crazy. What have we got here? Is there an under 21 record? I don't know. I think there should be some weight category records. I know I keep banging on about weight categories, but it does make a difference, you know, when you're trying to, it's like boxing, you don't get the featherweights going against the heavyweights. And it would be interesting, you know, even if it's not an official thing, I think to have like 70 kilo, 80 kilo, 90 kilo, 100 kilo, just to kind of reference yourself in the world. I think it would be quite interesting. We got O'Sheen saying, great to see Jenna and Simon. Bought Farrell's sales to you. So, yeah, I mean, we've got to say, Farrell O'Shea, the legend that was Farrell O'Shea, I'm sure he'll be looking down at this. I mean, if you haven't seen my walk down the channel with the legend himself, I mean, that if you're ever going to Luderitz or ever thinking of going to Luderitz, you will have watched that video because, I mean, Farrell, if you've ever met him, you will know how he delivers things, and he just has a way of delivering things on point. Doesn't need to say many words, but always just absolutely nailed it. So we're definitely thinking of the big man today in Luderitz. He would have been there, no doubt about it. So yeah, really thinking of the big man. Not sure what that is about. I think there's somebody trying to put some data bundles. Yeah, well, whatever. We've got what we've got. If anything changes over there and they make it better, so be it. But at the moment, this is it. Because there is dead spots like on the channel. Like even if you've got 4G, you can only kind of get it from, and it doesn't really have 4G. It goes in and out from up near the start area. what are the costs to go there and sail the channel? Well, I mean, obviously everyone's got different travel costs, the flights, the car hire, the accommodation. I mean, that stuff you'd have to work out. But to sail the channel, to have access to the channel, I think it's about 1,500 a week. I think euros. Could be a bit cheaper, could be 1,200, but it's in that ballpark. It's not cheap, but that you then get, you can, you know, it's not just to sail the channel, that's to get an official recognized 500-meter record or PB or B, you know, it's all official, timed, the RR, whatever they're called, World Sailing, whoever those guys are that do the measuring. Pete Davis is there now. He's the new guy who's doing that. So yes, WRC, is it WRC? I have to check. It's one of them anyway. Oh, here we go. 1,250 each week to sail on the channel and try and get some official national records, or, you know, if you're good enough, world records. Sarah Jackson says Carol is also pushing near her PBs today, 44.55. Good to see the girls pushing. Again, feel free to hit me up with some information. It's hard to talk and look through it all. So if anyone does want to check out some information and give me some PBs. So it must be fast at the moment. I'm thinking the channel's quick because they haven't got crazy winds and we're already seeing some good speeds. When I was there, Gunner, you know, there was, I don't think he went as quick as that. I could be wrong. I think he was just in the 50. So, you know, it feels like it might be a quick course at the moment, which is really good. WSSRC. Okay, that's what it's called. Enrique says about 8 to 10K total for 4 weeks. That's, I guess, everything, all included. Yeah, and like Waggy says, there is a big difference between doing 51s and, you know, 52s and 53.226. You know, it's hard to get up to those final differences. But like I said, if we look at Jenna Gibson already in 47s, this is definitely we should be looking at. Dale's out there, says Farrell will be sitting out there drinking a cup of tea. I'm sure he will. He'll be definitely having a look at this. He wouldn't miss the speed challenge. So Jenna is unofficially a new record holder. Oh, totally. She is unofficially at the moment broke the record. But now it needs to be confirmed and they can change a little bit. I don't know how the new system is. And it's probably better than it was before. It was quite random. It could drop quite a lot. It could even go up. You know, we don't know. But I am hearing some beeping, so we should be having. We've got a few more videos coming through, people. Oh, a bit of sailing. You lucky, lucky people. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got. Right. Well, that's how it looks. Oh, I mean, when you look at that thing. It's pretty scary when you come around this corner here. Yeah, sorry, I was playing that without showing you guys. But when you come round this, looking down there, you know, you come round this. This is the slingshot. You come from the start area and you bear off around there and just accelerate like crazy. Like Simon Pettifer said it earlier, you've got no idea what that feels like till you actually do it. It's the acceleration is insane. Let's have a look what else we've got. You want to mention it? Sorry, it's a bit loud, I guess. For that, probably not such a quick run. You can usually tell when it's blasting. I mean, it's quick, don't get me wrong. It's narrow, doesn't it? A little bit of a wobble in that middle bit. And that's what we're saying about the lull. When you get that lull, you kind of get pushed towards the windward bank. And it's bloody scary, I have to say. You would think that would be like, if it lulls, it wouldn't be bad. But you can then, because you lose the power and you can't see when you lose it, you end up going upwind and nearly hitting the sandbanks. Change this. There's not a lot of room though, is there? There is not a lot of room. If you wipe out at that speed, you know, you realize that it's pretty narrow. It's pretty narrow. Right then, let's what we got? We got Waggy saying he'd be Farrell would be sitting waiting for it to get a bit more honky tonk. That was definitely his words. Yeah, we've got a bit of support coming in. Big oversheet by that sandbar. Yeah, exactly. That's when that wind drops a little bit. It does happen like that. Do they still have one-sided booms? Yes, they definitely do. They do still have one-sided booms. If you are tuning in, because I can see there's new people coming all the time. Just to let you know, obviously it's not an official live stream. I'm just using WhatsApp and obviously the live scorers that we've got coming through to try and bring you some updates, because I know people are interested. I was interested, so that's why we're doing it. So far, Gunnar Asmussen, fastest of the day, 51.78. But the big news is Jenna Gibson from the UK has potentially broke the women's world speed record by 0.1. Obviously, Heidi Ulrich at the moment holds it with 47.06. And at the moment, Jenna Gibson provisionally is a 47.17. But that could change, could go up a little bit, could go down a little bit. There is a bit of wriggle room there, but it looks potentially done. She's probably got the UK speed record, because that's a bit lower than that. So you'd expect her to get the UK record, which is a good starter, because tomorrow looks even windier. And the big news is she's actually faster than Simon Pettifer. Fella, is that going to go down well? Probably not. He looked happy with his PB before, but he knows how quick she is. Like I said, for people who don't know her, she's actually won the UK Slalom Championships. Obviously, she's won plenty of rounds on the PWA Tour. Has been on the podium before as well on the PWA. She's one of the quickest women in the world on a slalom board. And this is her first real go at speed this year. So, yeah. She's definitely living up to what hype we thought there could be. So yeah, exciting stuff. I mean, like I said, we haven't got, it's not perfectly live. We've got Francois Brendan Dad is basically sending us over some WhatsApp messages, and there we go. We've got some more just coming in now. Let's have a look at this. What have we got coming up? It's a couple of more videos for you dropping in. So looks like we got Caravan Tondo. We got Jenna Gibson coming up. So let's take a look at what's going on over there. Jenna Gibson. Let's have a look at the form. In fact, is that the right one? I think no, that probably isn't the right one, but. Looks quick. Looks quick. Looks quick. Let's have a... was one of the starts from earlier. Apologies. Like I said, it's not going to be seamless. This I'm trying to fiddle around. On there. I wish I could set the default to mute on these. Well, not mute because you want to hear a bit of wind. It's like blow my ears off. Looks good, man. I'm looking at these scores. I'm thinking this is looking good. This is looking good for some records maybe tomorrow. We've got Cyril Everard. When you going to go over there, son? When are you going to get over there? What else? We've got a fair few messages coming in now. What's this say? We've got... Wonderful saying, no, just advertise on Seabreeze film. Okay, cheers, dude. Everyone doesn't like booms like that. Okay, the one-sided booms. A few, Antoine Albeau was kind of swearing by it. I saw Brendan actually sent me a video. We've got action at the moment, but he has sent me some other videos, which is more about the setup and stuff like that. Yeah, we should find Mitch's video of him bouncing down the channel onto the side. How deep is the channel generally? Not very deep. When I was there, it's got to be, I think for a record, it has to be half the width of the board minimum. So if your board's 40, the water has to be a minimum 20, which is not a lot, but it's pretty shallow. There'll be deeper bits and shallow bits. I am hearing my phone beeping, so we will have more coming in. Antoine still has the record. Yes, Antoine still got a single-sided boom. Like I said, I saw it in a video, which I will play for you at some point. Normally they're custom made. Yeah, I have one that I tested. I didn't bother using one in the end, but some people did. Brendan is beating Bjorn Dunkerbeck. He is at the moment. Let's see. Is there a need for the record to be beaten by a certain percentage for it to count? I think that was something to do with Vincent's record. It was super close. What we've got here, channel is about 30 to 60 centimeters deep in the middle. That sounds about right. When there is little wind, the fin stops you playing, and it does. Like on a light wind day out the channel, if it drops because it's so broad as you bear off, you because the board's got no volume, you start dragging your fin, and they're expensive fins. Like I had to jump off one time and walk back because I was going, it started to go slower because you're going downwind, and you can't go upwind to get more speed because it's so far downwind. So even though it's windy, it can be a bit of a disaster, especially for the bigger guys as well when you're trying to ride it in light winds. What Cyril have to say? Says, let me try and find some sponsors, and I will go there for sure. Kick some records. Maybe I need to try a watermelon helmet. That is definitely fast. Or Jenna Gibson, I said the same thing. You've got to crowdfund it. People love to see people breaking records. It's very easy to understand. I need this much money. I'm going to go and I'm going to try and break a record. So I think for some businesses, I think it's a much easier one than trying to do a tour and lots of stuff going on. They go, okay, world record, world speed record. That's newsworthy. It's media. There can be some coverage out of it. And, people love to see, records being broken. Go Team UK, yeah. Gunnar Asmussen, 51.78 on his fourth run today. Yeah, let's have another look at these scores. Sorry, I forgot to put them on, but we should be updating as we go. 2 guys at the moment over 50. My phone is beeping, so that means we should have...
Jenna has just essentially running the woman well that noise. I think 47 points.
Hang on, I can't do 2 things, but I'm just going to write to Mr. Pettify. Right. Francois. So we do have Yeah, a few more videos. So a little updates. Gear. Brendan is on a 5.4 and a 40 wide AV production. Albeau is on 5.7, could be 5.3 now on his 40 JP. And Gunner on 5.5 and a custom board, apparently. Got a video from Albeau coming up, going down the channel. So let's get that in. Let's have a look at Mr. Albeau. Not a wind. Is it windy? Sometimes you start and you know it's not going to be a good one. You never know, Mr. Albeau. You can see it now. He looks a little bit under. You can see he can handle loads more wind than that. And that's the interesting one. It is frustrating, Luderitz, like that, or just speed in general. You start the run, and if it doesn't quite, you don't get that really big gust at the beginning. You don't come around the corner full tilt. It's like, oh, and you know you've got to go all the way down there, get on the trailer, because what happens for people who don't know, you go all the way down. At the bottom, you have to do this lay down jibe to kind of half a lay down jibe to stop yourself, and then you get put on the back of a trailer. You have to wait for a few more riders, 3 or 4 riders to load up, and then you come all the way back and you do it again. So you can imagine if you have 3 or 4 runs where the wind doesn't quite work in your favor, it's like, but on the days when it's just picking up, it's like it's fully adrenaline up, because as soon as you cross that line, you're checking the GPS just to see. Well, I was anyway. I just wanted to break 50. I'm like, 49. Oh shit. It's pretty full on. Have we seen the top speeds of the day? That's the question. That there will be a point where it starts to go more gusty and it doesn't quite work. And sometimes you just get these like mini peaks for like 20 minutes. You'll get someone, that's when the runs can happen. And if you're not on it, you don't get one of those runs, it's kind of disappointing. But it looks like they've got a lot more wind tomorrow, and we still might see another a blow through. We've got how many sailors are there? It seems a lot of sailors missing. There is a lot of sailors missing this year, so that could be great for the guys that are there. Really could, and it could put it back on the map. If we see some world records go now, it kind of remotivates everyone. Umas, Jenna and Bjorn battling who is quickest around 47, who will win. At the moment, Bjorn Dunkerbeck is quicker, but here he is, slacker. Paul Van Bellen. Jenna Gibson. Yeah. Frederick Bonnet says, Pettifer in French means little iron. He's definitely not little, that's for sure. There's no doubt Jenna will break the record tomorrow or one of the following days. Forecast is excellent. Yeah, I know, but you never know with that. If she's getting close today, sometimes if it goes absolutely crazy, it's scarier, but I think Jenna will do it as well. But it's not a guarantee. Sometimes some people go quicker in the sort of more manageable windy stuff. And then when it gets absolutely nuking, their actually speeds are not better. Not to say that's the case, but, it's not just, it's windy, you're going to go better. Obviously, Albeau and some of the guys that are used to it have been there before, and experience will make a difference. That is 100%. But yes, it looks like she's done it already. Life is a gamble saying, do these guys put extra weight on? Because Jenna is probably 50 to 60 kilos. Would be insane to hold gear in this wind for sure. When I was there, I put 9 kilos on, and the difference between when I only put it on the one day, the difference when I put it on is insane. You go, wow, I feel like a different person. Like for me anyway, you're sailing and the sail feels like it's working more. You feel the mast working more because you've got that weight to hold it back. When you're lighter weight, you're getting pulled up. So I can only imagine for the big guys, it's even more impressive. So a lot of the women, when they've done their records, have had quite a bit of weight on. I know that much, and it does make a huge difference. Huge difference. Stefan saying a lot of really good riders are missing this year. Laufer, Baukners, Heidi, O'Sheen, Eric Beale, and of course himself. Yes, well, there is for sure. But there's still world, you've got the world record holder Antoine Albeau is back this year, so that's massive anyway. Gunnar Asmussen been there plenty of times. Obviously Bjorn Dunkerbeck doesn't really need any introduction, and you've got Jenna Gibson, who looks like she's already broken the world speed record provisionally. Carol von Tonder going for a personal best. We've got Roger, he's back obviously again. Just looking at this list, Brendan obviously in his first time, and at the moment beating Bjorn Dunkerbeck. This guy, Brendan was what, 70 kilos, like in that low 70s, which is crazy to be putting down speeds like that on this day. So really, really interesting. O'Sheen says he's 89 kilos and he wore 16 to 18 kilos of lead. Jesus Christ, that's heavy. 10 to 20 kilos. So a lot of people are putting a lot of lead. I probably could have put more, because it does make a big difference. It's hard to even put into words how much difference it makes. Enrique says you can put on any weight you want, but the record will only be valid if it can float in the channel. So yeah, basically you put lead into a buoyancy aid. If that buoyancy aid sinks, like if that flotation device sinks, then you will not be allowed the record. You do get disqualified. So you can have like 50 kilos of lead, but you'd probably need such a big life jacket to support it and some bigger legs. But the 10 to 20 does seem to be the guy. I didn't realize everyone was going so big, but definitely the lighter guys and the women need a bit of weight on. Currently, fastest speeds were done just before 2. Yeah, what was it? 1:30 to 2:30 seemed to be the magic bit when we were there. I seem to remember it was that hour. It could be 2 till 3 maybe, but anyway, it was about that time, which is why I kind of went to go live, because I thought we might see the speeds increase. I'd already seen the speeds from the morning and they look pretty good considering that was the morning, and then usually get a drop and then it pushes through. So we might have seen that peak of today. Sometimes you can get like this outlier where someone just gets this hell run towards the end, but it's a lot harder because it gets super gusty. 16 to 18. Wow. So Sheen, how about using a flash suit for better speeds? Well, there is talk of that. I know Eric Beale's done that before. Stefan saying, by advantage with less riders, there's not much stress in the starting area. Yeah, I covered this earlier. In 2019, we had 18 starters who wanted to go on the best gust. Yeah, it does get frustrating when there's a lot of guys there. So it will be a lot better. Ernest saying, what is the world record for the under 21s? I'm not even sure there is a world record for age, but age is a difficult one, isn't it? Because people grow at different sizes. You could have like a 16-year-old who's massive. It's going to go a lot quicker in this type of scenario, let's say. But still, I think it's cool to have it, because I don't see the problem with having all these benchmarks. Like, because when you are this age or this weight, I think weight is probably a bit more of a better way of doing it, to work out where you are. To work out if you're going well, how much you've got to improve. Whereas when you compare yourself to some of these 100-kilo monsters, it is difficult. I'm speaking from someone who's like 80 kilos. We've got Stefan saying, I'm 100 kilos and almost never went without weight. Yeah, it does. It makes a huge difference to just ease of sailing. Enrique said, I think Brendan is the first under 21 in the channel. Might well be. AA 5183. So we have just had an update. So I do have to refresh it. That's weird. I thought. Oh, Jenna Gibson 47.41. We are about to go quicker. Wow. Someone has just gone pretty quick. Wow, just behind Bjorn Dunkerbeck. That surely has to be the world record now, doesn't it? That surely has to be the world record. Wow, Jenna Gibson absolutely flying. How fast can she go? How fast can she go? I mean, is it a stretch to say, could she do 50? Is it? Like, you look at, I know people go, oh, shut up. But Bjorn Dunkerbeck hasn't done much better than 47.5 at the moment. But the other boys actually are doing Antoine Albeau, 51.83. 51.83, but those big, at the top end to make those differences, he's going to need that nuking day tomorrow. But this is a great warm-up day. If you can call 51.83 a warm-up day, because remember, this is over 500 meters. This isn't peak speed. So Jenna Gibson will be quick, close to 50 knots peak, I would imagine. Be really interesting to see her GPS at the end of the day. Wow. Yeah, beyond Liam Dunkerbeck was there. Had a massive crash, if I remember rightly, when Liam Dunkerbeck was there. Don't call me Shirley, sorry. 50 tomorrow for Jenna. I mean, it is exciting. I love it when we start to see new people coming in, and different boundaries and barriers. Sarah Keita, I've been telling her for a while, like I said to Jenna, speed, you got to go, because the quicker you go, everyone waits till they're a bit older, but why not go when you're a bit younger? You're fresher, you know what you're capable of, if you enjoy it, and then if you do some good times, maybe there's some sponsorship to get you back next year, and then I think it's just such a cool thing, and you leave a legacy of maybe you will be the fastest woman ever. Who knows who's going to beat that speed? That could be it. Crazy to think. Jenna Gibson looks like she has got the women's world speed record on the first day of proper wind. It's not like they've had lots of proper wind. This is the first day where we've seen some good speeds. Oh my God. Oh, my eyesight deceived me then. I thought it said 53. It says 51. I'm already blurring up. Right, let's have a look. Have we had any updates? I think we might have. This could be, I think we've got another video. This could be the record. Could this be the record run? Wow. Let's have a look, see if we've got it. What have we got? Looks like Brendan on the 0.7. Yeah, it looks a good day, doesn't it? That channel looks, I think it looks narrower this year. I see at that place there. Maybe not. It's obviously quick. They've got the angle right. There was a few stories before that maybe they hadn't got things right, but they are already proving we've got it. Let's have a refresh of the scores to see, because this is a quick point of the day. So what I was saying, is it 2 till 3 when it gets quick? Let's have a refresh. Oh, exciting. Jenna Gibson, 47. Yeah, 47.41. Bam. Yeah, still the same, 47.41, but surely that's got to be the world record. Surely, still faster than Mr. Pettifer. maybe he's doing a bit of caddying. You never know. Exciting. Who would have thought? Exciting. Refreshing the page. Someone's saying here, page refresh. Yeah. I've already refreshed. Well, you already know, but oh, so someone says Heidi Ulrich 2022 47.18. Okay, that's interesting. That's different to what someone said earlier. 3 p.m. is peak time. So that was it. I remember it was like the peak time was on the hour, and then it sometimes drifted to like past if you were lucky, but it started to get gusty. Have we got any more videos coming through? Yes, we do. We have another video. Oh, this looks like maybe an interview. Exciting. It's like presents being downloaded as we speak. What have we got for you guys? What have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, this could be coming back from the winning run. But we'll see a few cheers, because as there's a bit of beeping going on. What's the max on the watch? Come on, I want to know the max on the watch. Because she could be the first woman to peak over 50.
Well done, Jenna. A few words?
Oh, it was an amazing run. The wind just picked up, the stones started flying like everyone said. And yeah, can't believe it, super happy.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go. It's like you say, when you get that golden run, everything feels right. You get the gust from the start. As you go around the corner, you get that boost of acceleration. As you're going down, the hole in the middle is not a hole. It's just holes. And then you get this big boost at the end. And then you're like, oh, yeah, as long as you don't lose it, it's pretty easy to lose it. Jenna Gibson, potentially the new world record holder. Obviously, this is unofficial at the moment, and they will have to go through all the video evidence today, you know, time over distance and all that sort of stuff, and check it all out, make sure it's all exact, and then they can announce the new record officially, which will be later on today. But exciting stuff. First day of wind on the channel, and it looks like we have a new world record. Jenna Gibson, obviously it'll be a new British record as well. So she is collecting it up. And like I say, she did have to crowdfund this. She got some help from, did I see Holiday Extras were chipping in? They also chipped in for the Olympic stuff as well, which I thought with, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like Holiday Extras are putting some effort in. And there were some other ones as well. I have to check out her sponsors. I'm not up on all the sponsors. I just did see her with a fully logoed up Holiday Extras sale. So, you know, when the guys, you know, they don't have to put in this money. How much are they getting back? I don't know. But now she's got a world record. They will get a lot of coverage in the UK, and so they should. You know, that's what we want to see out, you know, external companies putting some effort in, putting some money in, and helping the athletes out there, you know, fulfill some dreams. And then the athlete delivers, and then you get it back. Love it. Absolutely love it. Is the video of her run available? Again, I don't know. I'm getting the runs. I don't think so. I'm sure there will be something else. For anyone who is just tuning in, not ideal situation, but we are back home. We're getting the live scores coming through, which I'm just going to put back on. Apologies. I'll put those back on. And we've got Francois, which is Brendan's dad, over there. He's helping out with a bit of media, and he's been sending us the WhatsApp videos. But that is how it looks at the moment. Antoine Albeau, fastest man on the water right now, just ahead of Gunnar Asmussen. So 51.83, 51.78. Then there's a bit of a jump back, and then Jenna Gibson potentially new world record holder. 47.41. She's also had a 47.17, so it's not a flash in the pan. You know, if she gets more wind, could we be seeing 48? That would be a huge jump to do like an extra knot on already the world record. So yeah, let's see how this pans out today. What have we got here? We've got Ernest St. Rudy. I was just thinking the same. Impressive. Maybe I missed it, but different sponsors. I don't think so. I think in the speed world, you end up, you don't get many challenges. So I think there could even be something someone said about a Farrell O'Shea sort of thing going on there, which is some of his sales that he had for the channel. Because you do need very specialist gear. So I don't know. I can't talk for her on that. Jenna did her run 1 minute 12 seconds after Antoine did his fastest speeds, winds blowing again. But sometimes you get these little windows where for a couple of runs it's absolutely perfect, then it changes a bit again. And this is why when Antoine did his world speed record, he did so many runs. You've got to be fit. You've got to be healthy. He had his own van, which he's got there this time as well. So he goes to the end, chucks it in the van, straight back up, and you get to run around and around and do as many as you can. You know, the one downside of that, you get absolutely knackered. but you get more runs and maybe you're on the channel when it actually happens. Beyond Dunkerque, apparently it has just done a faster speed. Yep, 49.62 at the moment. So 49.62 for Beyond Dunkerque. And that's kind of more like it. Again, he's probably been having, maybe he's been having a rest. Maybe he thinks now's the time for the wind, because maybe you don't want to run all day. You just pick your times. So maybe he's just got back on the water after having a bit of a break, or, you know, maybe he just hasn't got his runs together. Sometimes you just don't get those little things to line up, like I was saying before. Yeah, Jenna on Neil Price for that run. Looked like it. Farrell's sails that he used in the channel. I say it's a very specific place, Luderitz, for the speed. And it's the same, you know, you see Antoine Albeau, he's a big lad. He's on a 40 wide speedboard. That's what I was on. You know, in hindsight, you probably think you need a 39 or 38, but it's not that easy to get to. How do you practice on them? You don't. You have to practice on the channel. It's kind of where they work. They don't really work anywhere else. Right. Well, hopefully, like I say, they're definitely busy at the moment. You've got to remember, you know, we would be getting interviews and stuff, but when you're running around, the last thing you want to be doing is giving too many interviews. But really cool to just to hear the excitement in your voice, and you know when it's on, you just keep on, because you don't know when that magic run is going to happen. So yeah, let's see what else we get sent from over there. Let me just send some words of encouragement. Any questions you want me to try and answer from over there? Like let me know. So Martin's just tuned back in. Yeah, Jenna Gibson, 47.41. Jenna Gibson, potential women's world record. And this is the kind of magic hour, isn't it? It was Cape Town now. Is it 2 hours ahead of me? So it's 2:40. So we could be seeing anything in this next sort of half an hour, a bit longer. James Crocker says, I'm going to book my next airport parking with Holiday Extras now. Good to hear. See if it's worth sponsoring these windsurfers. No, but it's like I said, Holiday Extras, do all the Holiday Extras. It makes sense to sponsor a windsurfer. Maybe they can sort the baggages out as well. We've got Jay Ashley saying, go Jenna. Whoa. We got Kevin saying, would be good to see the top 5 slalom fin sailors take on the channel. I don't know why they don't. I would have thought they would have been able to get some external sponsorship to do it. Oh, Brendan Lorho, has he just increased his speed? Let's have a look what we've got here. 48.63. It's quick at the moment, the channel. Brendan, if that is correct, that's got to be over 50. That's impressive stuff from the young Frenchman. That is over 500 meters. That's got to be over 50. So that is a hell of a run. The channel is quick. Anyone in Luderitz right now will be knowing that. They know it could be potentially on that world record. It's not always like that. Like sometimes, some years, it's not quite right. I think this feels like a quick channel right now. Brendan, 48.63. That is a hell quick time. Speed, I should say. Going to be really cool to see the GPSs. Has Jenna Gibson gone over 50 knots? You've got to think so, haven't you? Yeah, it's surprising we don't see more slalom sailors, have a crack at it. What are the current world records? In the women, the world record was a 47. Well, we have heard contradicting things. I heard 47.06 is what I got told earlier. which I think was correct. And then the men's record is 43.27, as far as I remember. Got an Asmussen just on a 51.27, so there's still wind around. Is this the last week of Luderitz? No, I don't think it's the last week. I think they go until, did someone say, I think only Antoine's saying the last week. It could be even there on his own. But a lot of people are leaving a bit earlier than that. But it could be the last week for most people. Yeah, so there's still big speeds coming through by the looks of it. Mark says work cancelled so I can watch the live. Yeah, like I said, the WhatsApp is actually working good, but it would be cool to just get that constantly coming, because it is quite exciting, because we don't know what we're going to get. You know, it's kind of like you're waiting, keep refreshing. I'm going to keep refreshing these scores because they don't always update. Yeah, 51.27. So there's still plenty of wind around. You need to find that magic start. You need everything to line up. Later this afternoon, the wind is likely to turn more to the south direction and increase. Does this southerly direction favor more speeds? I would say whatever it is now is when it's good, because it feels like it's not crazy windy, but they're putting in hell times. So I would imagine this is a great direction. So you don't really want it to move. Oh, sorry, 53, not 40. Did I say 43? I meant 53. Sorry. Well, yeah, it's obviously not 43. Yeah. So 47.06 was the women's world record. Potentially, you know, you've got to say she smashed it. 47.40, was it? 47.40. I mean, that is quick. 47.41. If that's official, that is pretty much a smash. Nearly half a knot. So a third of a knot quicker, which, you know, at the top end of speeds, that's a big difference. There we go. Someone saying channel open till December the 8th. Yeah. But I heard it's only Albeau who's staying that last week, or that's what someone said. Maybe not Albeau, but maybe in the title challenges. So Francois is off trying to get some more video. So stay tuned. But he goes out of range when he has to go and get some action videos and stuff. So we will see. But his son, Brendan Lorho, we got to give him a shout out. 48.63. And Brendan is in the low 70s. He's got to be low 70s, unless he's put on a bit of weight. He's obviously have some weight, you know, on him. But 48.63 is not to be sniffed at. That is fast. That is fast. I think when I was there, this is a very similar day to what we had. Maybe it's quicker because there's it's probably same, like 40. There's a few 51s in there, which I think I'd have to go back to the day, but it does seem very reminiscent of that. So tomorrow, this could be one for the books tomorrow, couldn't it? It really could. If we're seeing this today, yeah, maybe we'll have to play some videos just to keep us in the groove. Although had a little go down the channel earlier. There's Brendan. I don't think this wasn't his 48 run, but pretty good. Let me know in the comments who would like to go to Luderitz. Who's been to Luderitz? Who would not like to sail there? Let us know in your comments. I'm interested to know. Like, does that like hype you up? Paul saying, do a live tomorrow, Ben. Please, 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 please. I think we'll have to, won't we? If it's windier tomorrow, it would be a shame to not do one. Maybe I'll get a few guests in. If anyone wants to join me on the live stream, has got some speed knowledge, feel free, because I can literally send you a link and you can be anywhere in the world. As long as you've got a mic and a camera, you can come on, have a chat. You don't have to come on for hours. You can come on for 10 minutes if you want. Saves me talking to myself. But yeah, so we'll see. Maybe I can get, there's a few speed people missing. Maybe I'll get one of them in on the chat. Let's have a look at this again. Let's refresh the live rankings. Bjorn, 49, just gone in. Jenna Gibson, a 45. Albeau, a 48. So there's still wind around, but you've got to get that run. As you've seen, it's not as simple as, oh, this time the wind's in and then everyone starts clocking in big scores. You can see there's still a big difference between getting that start, the corner, the middle, and the end. All those little things, all those stages of the course have to line up, you know, to make that run happen. You could see what Jenna said, you know, when she came back and it did all line up. Well, actually, listen. This is what she said after her potentially world record breaking run. And I think it's interesting. It's a good feeling, that. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Go on, the Brits. Petfer's going to have to pull his finger out, though. God. But we know how quick Jenna is. That's the thing. She ain't slow. Oh, we've got a few comments coming in. Let's have a look what we got on here. We got, has anyone been down the channel on a Windsurfer LT? I'm not sure. I am not sure. William, I would love to sail there. I would really like to see what the hotel and accommodation is like. Something like what Paul did in Hawaii. There is some good stuff there. I mean, the Nest Hotel is really nice. We stayed in some apartments there, really, you know, decent. I have heard some rumor. Well, I'm not going to say, but there's stuff going on in Luderitz right now. So we'll have to see what happens in the future. But yeah, it's pretty cool. James Crocker says, I reckon Diaz Point looks amazing in moderate wind. Again, it looks like a great spot, doesn't it? It really is. A lot of people say it's one of their favorite spots. Get O'Sheen on, Ben. If O'Sheen's there, get it. Tell me. I'll send the link. Anyone can have the link. Just let me know in the comments. I'll put it in the comments. But yeah, Mr. Paul Van Bellen. How fast do you think you could go without a harness, Benny? It's surprising. I reckon you'd go pretty quick. You'd be surprised. It's only 500 meters. But yeah, to hold it down, you'd lose a lot of pressure off the board. You'd probably end up on the other side. Paul, William, there's videos on YouTube that show the hotel. Ben did some good stuff when we went. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff. I don't know exactly on the hotel, but there is some stuff for sure. It's a cool, if you can put in the Nest Hotel, Luderitz, there's quite a bit of stuff online you'll find. Jenna Gibson flying, absolutely flying. You can hear Antoine Albeau congratulating her. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, that's the thing with the speed. Everyone's, you know, you're not out there against anyone else. You're kind of just doing it for yourself. So everyone's kind of like cheering you on. I don't know what it's like at the top end, you know, world record levels. Maybe there's a bit different, but most of them, everyone's happy for everybody because you're kind of going PBs, and then if that means a national record or world record, it's there. Waggy, going to tell us about the record day back in the day. Apocalyptic. Was it apocalyptic? Rock and roll. Everyone asymmetric fins? Yes, everyone is on asymmetric fins. Just to give you an idea, it's probably like 19s. I was on a 19. There's 20, depending on how big you are. There is 18s for the really fast stuff, because when you're going quicker, you can get away with a smaller fin. So I think Albeau had an 18, which he might have used on that record-breaking day, which is absolutely tiny. 19 felt good, but asymmetric, yes. Where are the kiters? Well, ever since there was that big crash, I think, with the French guy, someone said he nearly lost his foot or something. It was kind of crazy, but he was okay in the end. But yeah, crashing at the end. It's not easy, Luderitz, for kiting. That's for sure. Perfect speed spot. Select fin, I don't know about that. Johan So should go. He's more into his foiling, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jeff, I totally agree. O'Shane did comment earlier, but commenting for a couple of seconds and coming on is a bit different. But yeah, I'm open. Anyone can come on. It's definitely, everyone's got a good opinion. It's always fun. Has the speed slowed down? Maybe at the moment. Not seeing any new speed so far. We're getting to that time of the day, 3 o'clock. It does start to go funky after this, but you will get the odd, like I say, outlier, which can come up trumps. And sometimes you even get that little moment. I think when I got my top speed, we had a little chunk at the end which came through, and I managed to just better my top speed, which I can't even remember what it is, but I was just looking at the GPS. I didn't really care about the official 500. I would have quite happily just gone down the channel for the GPS stuff, but obviously people like to have the 500. It does look like the wind is dropping a bit, but let's not take that away from what we've already seen today, because we've seen, some of the big guns nearly at 52. We really got to see 52s, and then maybe that odd random one which could fire them up to world, record pace. But you're going to need the stars to align. That is for sure. But they should be whacking in. I think when Albeau did his winning, that world record, there was a lot of 51s in that. It was like constantly. Whereas if you look at today, there's not many. It's the one good run. So I think tomorrow will give us a better idea and more opportunities. I have a feeling today there will be. It's not been easy, but we've seen some good speeds. We've got Yalgo saying, shit, what is this? Just opened my subscription and was surprised with this live stream. Great stuff for lunchtime. Yeah, well, like I said, it's a bit of a last minute thing. I was really trying to get ready for tomorrow to see if this type of format works and to see how good it was to get the WhatsApp videos. So feel free to give me any. I can't really do much, to be honest. This is about as much as I can do. Which is WhatsApp videos from the channel if Francois is on it. And it's worked quite well, as much as it's not ideal, it's better than nothing. So that's what we're dealing with. And it's cool. I mean, it's almost quite exciting because we don't know what we're going to get. That live, scores are updating. If there is a record, he's able to get an interview or at least a little bit of sailing to see what everyone's doing, to see the feel of the beach. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of people talking about Jenna Gibson on NP. Well, yeah, the speed world is a funny one. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we're live, so that's just how it is. We've got Jake Ashley saying we'll tune in early tomorrow. Thanks, Ben. No problem. Like I said, it does look like the speeds are dropping away a little bit at the moment. We got Fred Meyer saying, by the way, what's about the top Belgium Dutch guys? Yeah, not here this year. I mean, you can't always go every year. It is a big chunk of the year. Yargo, are these runs official? Has Jenna done it? Well, if you are just tuning in, unofficially, Jenna Gibson has broke the women's world record twice. Her latest one is a 4:7:41. Still needs to be officially ratified, and get officially done, which I guess would be tonight. And then we will have official confirmation of it. But provisionally, she has broke the world windsurfing speed record for the women. So that is pretty big. Another guy asking about this Zephyr project. Again, not spoke to Albeau. I'm sure it is still going, but I don't think you want to put a foil on in the canal. That's for sure. Now we only see 500-meter speeds. Are the full runs posted automatically? Would be great to see all the data points of the 500-meter run. Then we can see the max as well. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be down to people uploading them to GPS, speed sailing and stuff like this. Some people do, some people don't, depending. But yeah, this is only a 500-meter, because obviously they've measured out 500 meters and they time it, and then there's a camera at the start, a camera at the end, and then they go back and they have a look at it super accurately tonight, and that is how you get it. Obviously, GPS is a bit different to that, and maybe not as accurate, even though they're getting more accurate. But it's still interesting for me anyway. I love to see the top speeds. Be interested to see, Jenna Gibson, did she hit 50 knots? It will be very close. Brendan probably will have a 48.63. I would imagine he did top over 50 knots. And it's weird when you look back at the waypoints. It's interesting, like a lot of the speed you have to gain at the beginning. So when you go through the gate at the start, you're already, if you want to have a proper run over 50 knots, you need to be at 50 knots on the opening gate, because that slingshot is where you get a lot of speed, and then it kind of backs off a bit in the middle, and then you get this power bit at the end, which is when you also should step up the speed, and that overall should take you over 50 knots if that's what your goal is. And I know that because that was what my goal was, and I remember looking at the points and trying to work out, where you should be going quick, how it should feel. Yeah, interesting. Does feel like we've slowed down a bit. Maybe that's it. I'll try and get another update. Albeau just on a 50 though. Albeau just on another 50, which is not totally ridiculous. So I look at his last speeds for when the wind picked up: 50, 49.22, 51.83, 48.12, and a 50. So it's definitely not a record breaking day for the men. Gunner 51.78, 55.4, 51.27, some solid scores there. Dunkerbeck 49. Brendan, he's doing a lot of runs, he's getting his money's worth. 48.63, 46, 45, 46. Yeah, that looks about right. And then Jenna Gibson was that 47.17, 43.80, 47.41, 45, and so consistently over 45. Solid speeds there, that is for sure. Amazing, Jenna. Yes, amazing, really amazing. Hendrik saying it's video timing down there. Yeah, video timing as well. As far as I know, that's what it usually would be, and how it all works. Right, let's have a look. See if we can. Okay, so we should be getting some updates soon. Just been speaking to Francois. He's going to send something through. What we got here? Comments coming in. We got Tim saying, what sort of wind speeds are they sailing in? Good question. I'm never really good with wind speeds. I just go with sail sizes. So it's like, I know that doesn't probably answer your question, but Albeau's on a 5.7. So make of that what you will. You know, and the wind speed out there will be pretty crazily high, but because the channel is so broad, it doesn't feel as windy. So you do need like a really good chunk of wind. You know, it's going to be odd 40. You know, I would imagine off more to do 50 or whatever that is. It must be 40 something. But tomorrow could be crazy. We got in here. We got Jamin saying, big up, Ben. Loving your work. Thanks. Thank you. We're trying our best. We are getting some updates. There is loading some updates at the moment. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some more updates. But like I say, it's gone a little bit quieter. Still some half decent speeds coming through. 47.81 from Bjorn just gone through. But it doesn't look like we're having those record breaking runs. Maybe we've seen the best of it from today. But if you are just tuning in, there is a lot of wind forecast for tomorrow. Does that mean they're going to break records? I don't know, you know, because you do want the angle to be right, and there's a few things that need to line up, but it is looking good. It is looking good. We got, did you get a lot of Send It Sunday material already? We actually have had some stuff. I apologize for not doing a Send It Sunday this Sunday. I got no excuse, but I went windsurfing for the weekend and I didn't think that was going to happen. So I didn't really plan ahead. And then I was going to make it. And then we started doing this live stream, and then I'm meant to be making it now. So I apologize. Maybe I'll make a midweek one. But we have got some good stuff. But if you've got any Send It Sunday material, please send it through. I'm always looking to Send It Sunday stuff. I've got some new hats to give away. Look, I've got some weird colors though. I do have these more for the I've got some random colors, but I've also got the normal ones as well. But I'm going to be giving away to the members. So if you have chipped in any beer money over the last 12 months, you'll be eligible. I'm going to be going like Santa, going to be giving out some stuff. So big support. Massive thanks actually to everyone who's obviously supported the channel. I know I sound like a broken record sometimes, but it does make a big difference. So thanks to you guys, and obviously the brands that support the channel as well. Because like I said, just doing this, I can justify it. When the missus is going, what are you doing? I'm like, well, babe, I do get some money from, you know, this. So you're not just doing it for no reason. So yeah, no, it does make a big difference. So thanks. Oh, I can hear the WhatsApp is going off. Oh, it's just messages at the moment. 4G down the end is a no-go. Trying to send the videos. Wind has dropped a bit. The angle is perfect. The channel is super flat at the end. Rafa and Antoine have made it great. So that is you can see. I can tell you now, just from my experience of watching all these over the years and being there, this is a good channel. And tomorrow, you should be excited for tomorrow. If they've got that forecast that they're saying they've got, and the channel is this good on this type of wind, I think we're on for a good one. And we've already seen, looks like we've seen the women's record go. So that's just on the first sort of like the entree, let's say, the starter. Here we go. We've got a video coming in. He said he's going to film vertical from now on because he can't hold the camera other way or something like this. So it will be a little bit smaller, obviously, but whatever, we'll get what we're given. I'm not fussy at this point. Well, it's definitely better wider. Oh, that's down the bottom end, I see. Wow. Wow. So there we go. That's a cool video. So Francois has done the business there. He's made his way right down to the other end of the channel. Look at that. flat it is. Like sometimes you do get a fair bit of chop down this bottom end. It doesn't look like there's anything. Or a little bit. Oh, looks thick. Oh, exciting. That looks pretty rad. Another video about to drop. What have we got for us now? Brendan on the 0.7. It's a mad thing, isn't it? It is mad. What are we like? You go all the way to the middle of the desert to fly down. I like the way that course looks. It kind of bends up at that end bit, so you can kind of come in and then you get an even bigger slingshot. You almost get like a second slingshot by the looks of it at the end. Looks pretty cool. I've got a few comments coming in. Never understood the stronger the wind, the more similar it is your top speed is. Care to explain? Sorry, never understood how the stronger the wind, the more similar. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no clue. Oshin, driving on the motorway. Yes, there you go. Well, I don't want to. That would be the worst live stream to have if someone ends up bloody crashing. We've got Tanel saying prediction at least shows 40s for today and 45 for tomorrow. Yeah. Wonder what the actual reading is. Yeah, good question. What's we got? Jenna looks like a new world record. Yeah, Brendan Black Team Junior, it's killing it. Yeah, I'll tell you, there's got some quick times today. Rasmus, when do I win one? Have you not won one already? Official times are video timing. Yeah, exactly. Confirm the day after. I think there's a few comments answering stuff we've kind of covered. But anyway, I'm just going to go through them. Thanks for doing this live, but it's a shame the Luderitz Speed channels don't set up a live video camera like PWA. It's a lot of money, and they're just interest and sponsorship isn't there. That's basically how it is. But there's a couple of us die hard. There's 200 of us in this at the moment watching. So, yeah, you know, is that enough to put on a full live stream? And how much wind do you get? You have to have all the gear there, everything there for one day that might not happen. So I know it is difficult. It is difficult. Everything is difficult. We got Tilo International. Good to see those guys tuning in over there in Miami. They don't have much margin to stop at the end of the channel. No, you don't. It's like a fully half lay down. Stop it. 287 kids on the youth overall rankings. That is epic. That's super good to see. We will be trying to do something on the channel about the kids, because I know over in Turkey they're doing good. I see you guys in Miami are doing good. Do we have any kids speed surfers? I think there's a few Dutchies, isn't there? Right, let's have a look if we've got any more videos coming through. We do. We have a few more videos coming through. Gunner waving at me at 50 knots. All right, let's have a look at this video. One sec, let me just download a few more because we've got a few.
Well, you can hear me. What they've done is they push the bikes down so that the waves are actually flowing over the bikes, and then they dive on the shore. And they don't go and they don't spike and go into the channel. It's super flat. Antoine and all the workers spent yesterday pushing all the bikes down at the critical points. Terrific job from everyone here, and after pushing all the guys to you know, plenty of rocks. The reason is at the end, I mean, the last 250 meters are flat, like flat, you know, compared to the last few days. It's just insane. There's sometimes, you know, with the ankle chance, some rolling chops, but otherwise it's perfect.
Okay, so that is very interesting. Antoine and the workers yesterday, by the sounds of it, or the day before, you probably heard that as well, but I'm just, in case you couldn't hear it, spent the day doing something with the sandbags, which apparently they've made the bottom end of the channel super flat, and that can be, it can be like death sort of rolling chop at the end. So if they've sorted that, that is massive, and that would go with the speeds we're seeing. So it really interesting. And yeah, bodes well for tomorrow. A bit more wind, or maybe even today. You never know what we're going to get. Let's see. This could be the Gunner wave. Are you ready for the Gunner wave? Yeah. Yeah, you can see maybe it's not his best run, but sometimes you're going quick, but you know it's not going to be your best run. You know what I mean? Let's set these presets. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got boom, Jenna. Has Caro just a new South African women's record? Let me know. It's hard to do too many things, but if you know the record, let me know. We'll check it out. It must come down to resistance. This is an answer to that about the wind and the drag and all that sort of stuff. Wind resistance. No quotation. Just yeah. Signal gone. Don't know, but let's have another look. We've got a few more videos to go through here. I don't know what we've got, but it looks like a bit of channel videos. So are we still live? Just checking, because for some reason I'm not being able to download those. Let me know if we're still live, because there's definitely something funky going on this side. Maybe it's because I'm downloading these WhatsApp videos, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Let's have another look. Okay, we're still live. Just checking. I'm just I'm having a bit of a problem downloading the videos for some reason, but hopefully that's sorted it. Ah, that's why they're not videos; they are JPEGs. Okay, so that's not. We'll have another watch for that. That's a video. Keep you in the mood for sailing. Oh, Jenna Gibson, just for 46.88. Oh, so there's still some wind around, but it's not perfect. Yago saying, I think he posed that question for me to have something to talk about, but you complicated things. I'm not very good at that sort of stuff. I got no clue. It was stuttering for a second, but that was it. Okay, working fine. Okay, apologies. But I think we could be done. I'm not going to go too much, because I think it would be, I don't think we're going to get much more out of today. I think we will be getting some updates. Obviously, you'll have to stay tuned to to the news outlets, because we could be, or somebody somewhere will be announcing maybe the new world women's speed record. If you just tune in, Jenna Gibson has had a blinder. She has smashed it. 47.41 looks like a new women's world speed record. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Obviously, the guys 51.83s. I'll stay online for a bit longer just in case, because you never know. But I think that will be pretty much it. And then maybe we'll do it tomorrow. If you guys are keen, I will do it tomorrow. Looks like Caro is just under the South African record, so not quite getting there. She's got a 44.02. But yeah, I think that worked pretty good. Like I said, and then now I've seen how it can work and I've seen what's interesting. Let me know what you liked today, what you'd like to see more of, because I think the interviews are really interesting, just to give us a bit more of a feel what's going on. Obviously, we have to be a bit careful because they're doing runs backwards and forward, but I thought that said something else. I'm not going to say what I thought it said. My brain is gone. Rob Wilson says, keen, better than, I thought it said, I don't know what I thought it says, better than work. Jesus. I'm going to have to get my eyesight sorted. Chris says, thanks, Ben. See you tomorrow. Yes. Like I said, there's no guarantee. We could do something now. Someone could bash out a good score, but it does look like it's tailed off. You sometimes get these, it goes a bit more gusty. So we could see someone do some damage late in the day. Sometimes it does happen where one run just comes out of nowhere. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get some sustained one. So me talking for an hour about nothing might be a bit tricky. Tomorrow live coverage with some clips would be nice. Yeah, we'd try and do that. Would be nice to see people tuning their gear. Yeah, okay. I do have other videos. While we're waiting, I could actually play some stuff. It might not be from today because I got sent some stuff from the other day, which is obviously not. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a picture. Yeah, there's a couple of pictures coming. It looks like few people are not out at the moment, as if kind of it's maybe not happening. But we do have.
And the big question.
Okay, so we do have an Antoine Albeau
What's
video.
in your van?
Video here.
You can see it's open.
Woo!
Yes.
So let me just download that, and we'll play that. What's in Antoine Albeau's van? If you're keen on seeing that, let's have a look. What's in Antoine Albeau's van?
The big question, what's in your van?
You can see it's open.
Woo!
Yes. I have all my boards here. You know, I like to keep all the time my boards because there is not that much of evolution on the speed boards. I make some new prototype with Werner, with JP, that I need to test, and I also have the production JP40. Then I got all the production Salom sails. I have a prototype 5.7 from last year as well that was working really good. I have the new sail from 2025 that I developed with Robert Stroid, and I have a normal boom, but I have some asymmetrical boom as well that I really like because I think it's the best. It's the best to go down the canal for the aerodynamics, and then I have few tools. It's a lot of mast. I like to bring a lot of gear here because you can crash and you can break the sails super easy. If you crash, you can break the mast and destroy the sail, and it's super hard to get fixed here. And that's it. And Mimo is there, my caddy. So always ready to run and to get ready to get some to change the fin or to take some pictures or to drive the van. So super good.
we go. So that I've got stuff like that, you know, like I've been trying to prep to get some stuff to show you guys. So we do have a little bit of stuff from before.
Now is it? We're down at the channel now.
Sorry, just trying to. Yeah, it's not easy. I'll have to do some digging around, and also I got some stuff sent when I was speaking to Cy Pettifer earlier. So let's have a look. This was before today, so there looks like there's an interview here.
Tell me what equipment have been used. Tell us about the vibe. The vibe.
What's this? Well, we'll have a look. Like I said, I'll just download this one. There's a bit of Jenna Gibson interview. It's interesting to see the GPSs. Someone just mentioned that. What GPSs are they using? Oh, I've got a bloody mosquito trying to eat me here. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can have this video.
Tell us about the vibe at the canal, please.
So it's actually quite quiet. There aren't as many people as I'd expect, or I had expected. So it's really chilled out, really, and everyone's just sat around, you know, waiting for their turn. So there's lots of chatting, and everyone's giving me loads of tips. That's the biggest thing for me. I kind of come in completely starting fresh, not knowing anything. So I've had loads of tips on different tuning stuff that's completely irrelevant doesn't exist in the slalom. So yeah, that's been super helpful. Rigging, fin sizes, all of that has been amazing, and everyone's super helpful and friendly. It's been a really good vibe.
There you go. So that's what you want, isn't it? That's what you want. Right, let's have a look. That's obviously Jenna Gibson. If you are just tuning in, Jenna Gibson has potentially just broke the women's world speed record, 47.41, super quick. So yeah, have there been any updates? If there hasn't, I think we might call it a day if there's no more. Yeah, it looks like everyone's going a bit slower. Still, you know, still relatively quick, but not where they were before. Time's ticking on. We've got about 3:30 local time, and that is usually where it starts to go a bit funky. So yeah, I think we'll call it quits there. Somebody asking about Yago asking about the GPS they're using. I will find out this type of information. I actually wanted to make a video on the channel. I've been meaning to do it for ages about GPS watches, but with Christmas coming up, you might want the husband or the missus to buy you a watch for Christmas. So maybe I should bring in someone to talk about GPS watches, because there's obviously a big difference between them big ones they've got on their arms and the ones you just want to carry around like I would. I don't want one of those big bricks. It's not, you know, my type of thing. I want one like a watch that I can use normal time, and if I go sailing, I just turn it on and I'm good to go. So I think this could be an interesting sort of podcasty video. So I've got a few people in mind who I'm going to ring up and ask if they fancy coming on and dishing the information, because it is a bit of a minefield. When I was looking for my watch, I hadn't got a clue what to do. I think I put a post on Facebook and I got a lot of good information back. Uncle George as well. Yeah, he gave me some good information. So there's a few people who I think I can ask who would be willing to come on and give you the lowdown, because it's like I say, it's not easy to know which ones to get. But there you go. Massive thanks. We got hang on. I'm just looking at this because this was a term. Politically correct. It's not anymore, but I don't care, because when you were speed surfing, it says Pettifer just got chicked, which is mean you got beaten by a lady. Which I know in this new world you're not allowed to say stuff like that, but it's true, and that is his missus, which is a different thing. But that's like being beaten by your brother or your sister, but it's beaten by your missus. I think it's you know. It's going to be tough for him. So let's all show him some courtesy and not message him. Well, maybe not, because she is the world speed record holder. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, tune in tomorrow. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Massive thanks, and I will do my best to, like I said, sort it out for tomorrow and maybe bring you some videos and some different stuff. I'll try and sort out my hard drive as well. So yeah, until then, we'll see you laters.